Well, here we go, the time has come. It's nearly November 2024 and I'm finally going to do something I've been waiting to do for a long time, and that is go through the Simpson Desert on a KTM. I'm no stranger to the Simpson Desert. I've been through there 23 odd times now in four-wheel drive, so it does not faze me one little bit. I just have never done it on a motorbike, and I've thought to myself I've always wanted to do it, and I've never really had a spare bike that I really want to do it on. I do have my rally bike, which is a 450 2019, which has everything on it. I just didn't feel like doing it on that, and I have my 24 model 350, and I really didn't want to do it on that either. So you might ask, what's this bike? This is a 2019 KTM 450. Now it was basically stock. I've taken a couple of parts off my rally bike, so I've taken the flashed ECU from Fuel Torque and put it into this, and I've taken the seat off my rally bike, which is a lot wider seat concept seat for comfort, put it on it. It's got steg pegs, 12 litre Acerbis tank, and a big bash plate. It's got everything you need, ultra heavy duty tubes, an SX muffler instead of using a titanium muffler or something going up there with the amount of rocks and shit. So I'm just going to use an SX muffler which goes straight on, and because of the time of year I'm going, I'm actually running big lights, so if I need to, I'm quite happy to do the crossing at night if it's too hot in the daytime. So yeah, I've even got USB on it and everything, so I'll have a backup vehicle, but I'm just not quite sure how close the backup vehicle will be. I will carry a sat phone, a UHF, so I'm pretty well covered. It doesn't really faze me up there too much, so. But it's yeah, so I've just built this bike up and kept it just to do this ride, but it's looking pretty damn good, to be honest. Well, the time is 10:05 Friday night, and we've just driven just on 700 kilometres from Adelaide. Day one of our big trip, and we're stopping over just on the other side of Purni station. Well, good morning. It's 26th of October, and the time is 7:47 in the morning. We just had our first night away. We drove apparently about 710 k's yesterday, and we got to just around Purni station. So we've got a short skip up to Ayre today, and we'll drop the trailer off, and I'll gear up, and we'll start the big slog up through to Dalhousie today. Beautiful out here. It's going to be pretty hot though, but better hot than floods. Ready to start now. I'm obviously filming myself in the reflection. Got the patrol all ready. Trailer's been locked up for a week now. It's going to be sitting here. Got the big 450 over there ready to row. So all right, Eric, I reckon we make it happen, eh? Yeah. All right, I'm going to scoot off. Just left Ayre. That's the old GAN track. So far so good. There's a big road tray. Alright, time to keep motoring. I just want to have a look. Oh my god, that's beautiful. want to get hit by that. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful snake. Just coming into Ayre Creek. Where'd you go?
I don't know where the fuck you went.
Just past the Ayre Creek Hotel on the left hand side. There, it looks straight ahead now. Just parking out the road, everyone, that's all. It's a bit of shade here too.
Yeah.
Just reverse in here. So obviously we're at Ayre Creek now. Temperature's about 30 degrees. So we're going to work our way down to Oodnadatta now and fill up there and then work our way up to Purni. But yeah, it's pretty warm, but we'll keep moving along. It's been good. Finally made it Oodnadatta. It's over 30 degrees out here and Eric's just coming in now too. Can't stop the big patrol. How's that going, mate? Filling up nicely.
Yeah.
Glug, 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 glug.
93 litres.
Wow. How much is diesel there?
$3.
Oh, okay, same price as unleaded. Oh, well, we won't need any more fuel now until Birdsville.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
There we go across the simmer.
That's it, buddy. Alright, we've just done the last fuel stop until Birdsville now. It's a nice balmy 36 degrees at the moment up here, but shit happens. In the middle of nowhere, here comes Eric. It's pretty dark out here at the moment. Let's just hope we don't get a thunderstorm up, because we'll be up Shit Creek. Here comes the big patrol. Alright, we've just passed through Hamilton Station and we're at the turn off, so we go to Dalhousie via Purni. So I can't remember how far it is, but it's a lot shorter than going via Mount Dare Hotel. So yeah, we'll go out this way, go to Purni and stay the night and then chuff on through. But on a side note, there's a lot of cloud coming in. Oh, we'll see what happens with that later on. Well, here we are. We're at the turn off to Purni. Eric's got a bit of a flatty, so we're going to change it out with a new one from the back. And we'll investigate that one in the morning and try and fix it. It's about 7 o'clock now, so we need to get to Purni tonight. Keep the good work up, mate. You love a trip like this, don't you?
That's the first one in ages.
First one in years. Alright, we better get back to it. Oh well, here we are. It's about 7:30 at night. Fixed a flat tyre on the truck. And we're riding out in the middle of nowhere now. We're on our way to Purni, so we'll stay there tonight and do some maintenance in the morning. We've just pulled into Purni, the old siding here, and Eric's just going to find a camp spot and we'll crash out for the night and then do some repairs in the morning.
It's the start of day 2, just coming up to 7 o'clock in the morning. We're at Purni, and what's it been doing all night? Raining. So now we're stuffed. Tracks are going to be mud, so we're going to have to stay here by the looks of it. Oh my god, this is turning into a nightmare now.
Well, a quick update on the weather. It's starting to dry out and it's starting to look a bit clearer over that way, which is the opposite way to we're going, obviously. Lithium batteries charged up this morning, unless the BMS system in it had a crash last night. We're not sure. So we've packed up the swags and we're actually going that way where the sun is. So we just stayed here at Purni last night. Really nice place. And then it just drizzled all night. So it actually looks quite acceptable to ride on. It's not going to be mud and slippery, so I've oiled the chain, tightened it up. I may have to change the chain slider in the next day or so, just to because it seems a bit worn. Apart from that, the bike is faultless, so we're just going to get our shit together and get out of here. Alright, there we are, leaving Purni. We'll go up and fix a flat tyre at Dalhousie in the truck, keep going. Well, I've stopped in the middle of nowhere, and it's pretty well in the middle of nowhere. Dalhousie's that way. Another 50 or 60 k's, I think. We're sort of outrunning the rain at the moment. Eric stopped further back, he's letting some more pressure out of his tyres on the truck. And I'm just running with about 23 psi, but I'm just going really easy because I really don't need any issues, especially if there's rain coming, which I'm hoping we dodge. If we have to, we may very well just fix a spare at Dalhousie and then possibly go halfway through the desert in one hit. I'm not sure. We'll have to work it out and see how we go. Thought I might as well quickly go over all the spokes and just make sure they're all tensioned about the same. They all feel pretty good there. Have a look at the rear ones. The rear ones are always dirtier too. I don't see any loose ones. Whole bike looks okay. It's just the chain slider, which I'll probably change out. That's about the only thing I need to change out. I'm happy with everything else. So it's just pretty rough up here. But anyway, what a place for these guys to have to live. I mean, it looks healthy enough, that's for sure. But Jesus Christ, all over that side as well. So here we go, we've just made it into old Dalhousie ruins. Bit of a wasteland in there, but obviously people used to live there and thrive there for a certain number of years. Oh, pretty remote. Well, we made it into the Dalhousie campgrounds. That's just a little shower block. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. And Dalhousie water is over there, swimming hole. And I can hear Eric coming now, so hopefully he got the message and turns in the right one. Well, we've got the spare wheel off, which we're going to fix. And if we can't find the hole, we'll actually put a tube into it and have a swim hopefully, and get on our way just so we can get into the desert. We'll just yeah. Still trying to find the leak in this bloody tile. We might have to submerge it in thing, which is not ideal, into the lake over there, the hot springs. Just using lots of soapy water now to see if we can find it. We couldn't find it the other way, so we'll try this way. There's our hole. So it's losing a bit of pressure. You can see how big it's getting. Alright, so we'll plug that, swap them back on the vehicles again, and then we should be good to go. Eric. We're about 35 k's away from Dalhousie now, on our way to start of the French line. Just thought I'd stop and see him. There you go. Very basically, we're just short of Purni bore. So this is basically the heading into the Simo now. So Purni bore is only a little bit further up, so it's close enough to be in the start. So I'll just wait for Eric and we'll continue on. Welcome to Purni bore. It's time for a coupler anyway. No one here. Alrighty, good place to sit, some toilets, showers, nice. Well, here we are, made it to Purni bore. Oh, it's pretty hot, it's like 36 at the moment, so yeah, rather hot, but anyway, it's all dried out after all the rain last night, so we're going to continue on to the start of the French line and push on a bit further and take it from there. There's Eric just cleaning up his kitchen after we've had something to eat for lunch. KTM's going well, no issues yet, and they've even got a shelter out here at Purni bore. Got my helmet all underneath there. We're going to continue on now. All good. Summer temperatures. It's about 37 now. I checked again before I started off. Whew, so we'll just keep going, I guess. Oh yeah. A nice new sign. Oh well, at least we've made it this far now. A French track. So that's the one I'm going to go to Birdsville via this time. I've done every single track there before in the fall drives, and we've done them daytime and nighttime. So now I've always wanted to do the French line on the motorbike, so I'll give it a go. So how hot is it now out here? Well, it's approximately 37 degrees. So yeah, it's pretty darn hot. So I'm just using one of my GoPro cubes, and to keep all the flies off me I just use a Mozzie net, which I keep with me. Eric's probably about 10 to 15 k back, so he's still coming along. It's a lot slower in the truck, but the bike is going fantastic. It loves it, so just going very easy, because I don't really want to have to hit someone on the way through. That would be bad. So we're just going to keep motoring along and wait for Eric to turn up. Here comes the big patrol now. He's 33 minutes behind. Not his fault, but yeah. What are you doing under the big truck, mate?
I'm adjusting the shocks, a bit more rebound.
Oh, okay, yeah, it should be wallowing out here, so that's good. When the cloud cover comes, it's a bit cooler. It's not quite 36. But Jesus, is it hot. And pretty windy. So there we are, we're 330 k's away from Dalhousie. Sorry, we're 330 k's from Birdsville. I got Dalhousie on the brain for some reason. Straight through there. So we'll make that happen shortly and we'll get stuck into it. 450 is going really good. No dramas, it's just dusty as shit and corrugated the hell out of some of these areas. Well, there goes Eric to the Simpson. And he's gone. To the desert we go.
Well, it's the morning, it's day 2 in the Simpson Desert. Time is just on 7 o'clock and the sun's just coming up. So we stopped over probably 145 k's from Dalhousie last night. Everything's going well. No more flat tires on the truck. Bike is going 100%. So no, we had a really good night last night, chilled out. So we'll quietly get ready today, have a nice coffee, and I'll be off again.
Under the bonnet of the big patrol, all looks good. Yeah. KTM all ready to rock and roll, warming up. It's already probably 30 degrees now. It just keeps going and going. Getting warm already. Oh well, that's what I signed up for. Alright, so I've done 20 k's in just under 30 odd minutes, which is alright because I'm only cruising, because there's no one out here, and it's really hot, so I'd rather go on the side of safety. So Eric will be coming along. Now we've agreed only to go 20 k's at a time for me, so if anything happens I can actually get back to him and the vehicle. Otherwise I'll be cooking out here in the sun, I'll tell you. So track conditions are great. It's what I've always wanted to do, so just a fantastic ride. But in this heat and all, I would not want to be on a fully loaded up bike because it would be hard work. I mean, I'm basically running a full-on enduro bike, obviously, so yeah, but apart from that, whew, it's beautiful out here. I love it. Here he comes. Big 4-inch lift, pushing the patrol. That's it, straight into the bike. Crush it. Alrighty. Found the big patrol. K's to Poeppels, that's not too bad. I'll let him get up that one. Alright, all good now. Well, it must be about 50 k's from Poeppel Corner now. It must be nudging, I think, close to 40, Eric said. Very hot. Definitely not going too quick, just getting the job done. You see how far the track goes dead straight, but it's all ups and downs and everything. So it's good fun, just hot. Alright, let's go. Stopped at the 80k mark of where I had to stop, so that's another 20 k's down. But oh my god, is it hot out here. So it's just under 40 k's to Poeppel Corner now. So what's the time? time must be about 1:30 in the afternoon, so it's getting near the hottest time of the day too, so it's close to 40 degrees from what Eric said before. So going pretty slow though, not pushing, because otherwise I get too far in front of him, and I've got to wait a long time for him to catch up. It's just lucky there's a good wind at the moment, sort of helping to keep me a little bit cool, but yeah, the track just keeps going and going. So another 40 k's on the big steed, and we'll probably call it quits until tonight, and then do a couple of hours tonight with the big lights through and push through a bit further. Anyway, I'll just wait for him now. Wow, here we are in the Simpson Desert. I pulled over here today at about 2 o'clock. It was just getting far too hot. It was 39 degrees. So I pulled over, waited for the support truck to come up. I was lying on the ground right in front of my bike there with my head against the tree. So I've certainly drank a lot of water and all sorts today, probably about over 3.5 litres. So it's now 6 o'clock, and we're going to have some dinner in the next hour. And we're actually going to do a whole night run through there now, because it's far too hot to be out there in the daytime. Like, it's cooking us. It was cooking me anyway, and cooking the truck. So I had to sleep there this afternoon on my rug. Eric's still kipped out a bit there, but we're going to look at getting some dinner soon in the next hour, and then keep moving. The show must go on. So we've already just cooked up some chips, and we're going to cook up some nice steaks here. So we'll have a nice steak sandwich, and we'll move on. The sun's going down a fair bit now. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. It does feel definitely cooler, certainly not 40 degrees now. So we won't be going that way, obviously, because that's west. We'll be going that way. So the conditions look pretty good. Got my big lights on, so I won't have any issues, and we'll get way past Poeppel Corner tonight. Looking back to the west, the sun's just about gone, obviously. So much better riding now. It's spookier at night out here.
Oh, with you it is, yeah.
I mean, the riding's actually easier now than it is in the daytime. Obviously it's cool. Yeah. Stag pegs work a treat out here at night, because you have to lean back and get the front light.
Yeah.
So I'll continue on. I'll do about another 5.
Yeah, I'll reset the one on the
All right. We're on the last about 2 k's in the Poeppel Corner now. I'll let the big patrol go first, and I'll follow him. You don't want to vary off the track, I tell you. We just tried, and it sinks straight down. Crazy stuff. We're at the corner of Northern Territory, Queensland and South Australia, Poeppel Corner. So we finally made it here. It's probably about 9:30 at night, only because it's cool to ride at night. So that's why we're riding at night, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like 40 degrees today when we were coming up here. So yeah, so we chilled out for about 4 or 5 hours, had dinner, and then decided to drive here at night. So we're going to keep going. We're not sure how far yet, but yeah, it's actually nicer at night than it is in the daytime riding, so nice. Birdsville 160. So we just left Poeppel Corner about 10 minutes ago. So now we've got 160 k's to go to Birdsville. Not too bad. I should have turned the motor off in the first place, but yeah, so we'll probably go another 20 k's tonight and that'll do. Big patrol's coming down now, so that's all good. We're just doing a big run on the salt pan. So before we get to the QIA line now, all good. Well, we've made it 20 k's past Poeppel Corner on our way to Ayre Creek now. There's only 140 k's to Birdsville. 30 k's of that is basically straight dirt road. So we're going to go forward probably another 10 k's or something tonight because it's so cool. And get up, get a good night's sleep, get up super early and push on through to Ayre Creek tomorrow at the very least. We might even go from Ayre Creek tomorrow evening further on and make it to the base of Big Red for that following day. So everything's going to according to plan and we haven't had any issues yet, so we fixed what we had to and we're gonna keep rocking. Another shit track. Artist. I was looking for the fucking mud and I was getting ready to nail it, had it in the right gear and all.
Putting the wind up here.
And I'm going, alright, get it in the right gear so I can fucking just smack it, do it road trial style and sit on the fucking steg pegs. And then I'm waiting, go, where is it? Where is it? You lying piece of shit. Oh, oh you did.
It was fucking, I went past water, a pile of water, fucking 5 feet round.
I didn't see any water.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
I thought, if you go off this track, you're fucked.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at how deep some of those
Ruts were.
Yeah, I can imagine they would be absolutely like a quagmire.
Yeah.
But that's all right. We got there in the end.
Try to find a clay pan.
So it's like 10:30 at night now too. We're going to stop at 11 so we can get at least 6.5 hours sleep.
Well, it's the 29th of October, Tuesday, and time is 6:23. Got up at 6 o'clock this morning so we can make a big push to Ayre Creek this morning. We rode until 11 o'clock last night. I think it was just off 11 o'clock. Got to here and got got through all the good stuff, so we're going to head off this morning. After the sun comes up, we're just going to sort our shit out and get going, and have a bit of breakfast, and we're off. Well, that's the first 9.6 10Ks done in just about 16 minutes, which is like really good. Not going super fast, but it's probably some of the best riding I've had. It's very good sand out here, probably because it's cooler too. Feeling more comfortable on the bike instead of it being 40 degrees and struggling the whole way. So I'll just wait here for the big patrol to get within striking range and I'll move on. All right, we've done first 10Ks. We'll go do another 10Ks now. You know, you just don't realise how remote you are. I mean, I've done this trip probably, I think, about 20 something times in a four-wheel drive with all the backup like sat phones, HF radios, UHFs. You just don't realise how remote you are until you do it on a motorbike. And my hat's off to all the boys in the past that have done it on motorbikes. No matter how you do it, it's a long remote trip, but there's something special about the desert. And I think everyone will agree, it's just timeless. Here comes Eric. There goes Eric. Those yellow flowers that was totally carpeted through here one year, just a blanket all the way through the Simo. I've just seen these ones in here now, so I thought they're pretty cool. There goes the big dog. Very soft at the top is his second go, but he's in low range now. Jesus. So I'm at the 45k mark from when we started this morning. We've taken to only going 10k's at a time for a bike, just so basically I'm still within UHF range all the time. So saves getting too far out of range, and that could be an issue if something happens or you come off.
At least being this close, you can catch up and all too, but we talk on the UHF going along as well, so all good. Bike's going well, touch wood. We'll keep motoring. There's something you don't see every day, camels. Wow. Wow, look at them all. Some younger ones. Wild camels in the Australian outback. They certainly look healthy enough. They're watching us watch them. Ships of the desert.
A whole herd of camels. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, probably about 15 camels there.
Something. Look at that, what a beauty. Hello. You are gorgeous. Just piss him off a little bit. There he goes. He's off. Amazing. Yeah, getting more and more creek sections to go through now, heavily wooded and all. So we're within 15 k's of Ayre Creek now. So we'll just keep motoring on and get to Ayre Creek before it's starting to get really hot now too. Well, I got called back. I was at the, I think it's the 80k mark. We have a situation. Eric heard some knocking underneath, and what we've found is the nut on the upper shock has come off with the washer and it's making a bit of noise, so obviously we can't continue, and so we have to try and remedy it. We were going to use a ratchet strap, and because we don't seem to have a nut or a washer that big, so what we've gone to do now is steal shit off the rest of the four-wheel drive. That'll do it. And what we found out was a wheel nut is the same thread, and we're also stealing a washer off the front of the bull bar. Oh, there we go, a nice big washer off the front of the truck. So we're hoping that'll go over the thread and we can put it on and make bloody sure they're all tight. But yeah, very unusual, never seen one come undone and lose it yet, so it's bizarre. But anyway, I'll take this washer around the back. It's a nice big heavy duty one, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so the one that's come off is right up the top there, which is a prick to get to. So this is obviously the bottom one. So we've taken the nut off and then put the wheel nut on to make sure it's still the same thread, and it is. And we stole the big washer off the front of the four-wheel drive off the bull bar, and it'll go straight on. So basically this will get us out of the shit to get out of the Simo and back down the Birdsville track. It's all fun and games out here. It's all fun and games out here. Have you done it before? Yeah, I mean, it's like, I think it's our 23rd time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just I had to go back because he broke down, so we had to rape the other part of the truck to get parts. Well, enjoy the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
Yeah, it is. But maybe I'm surprised it's okay.
Yeah. All right, you have a good one.
Nice time.
May I take picture from Purni?
Sorry?
May I take?
Oh, of course you can.
Yeah, because I'm coming from the country where KTM is from, you know.
Oh, Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them. I got 4 of them.
You have 4 of them, okay? And I know the owner, you know.
Oh, really?
Great.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got a few different ones. I've got a rally version as well with the big tank and everything.
Okay.
But I just wanted to do it on this because this is very light.
Yeah, it is.
But it's too hot today.
Yeah, it is.
So we're just going to stop in Ayre Creek for the rest of the day.
Okay.
We travelled 4 hours last night with big lights on.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, enjoy. See ya. This is Ayre Creek. They've still got the detour sign up there, but there's no water there now. There was like 6 or 8 feet deep of water through there, and it's all gone. So we've actually we don't have to do the 100k divert, but there was apparently another divert down that way in the recent month or 2 that you could get across. So anyway, looks like it's all dry now, so it's all good. It's all good. I think we're going to go up the creek. It's all dry now, shouldn't sink, and go underneath that nice tree up there.
Alright, he's got the screws out.
So now I can take the whole thing off, and the easiest way to do it is pull the front out, take it off, and we can see there are actual holes in it.
Leave your hand.
So there you go.
Yeah, you can see the holes there.
So that's probably my fault. I probably should have changed it before I left. So no big deal. So I've got a brand new one I'll shove on and put it all back together.
I just put the new one on, slides on the same way as the old one comes off. It's just putting the screws in now.
And then we put the sprocket back on. The chain goes over it, then we torque the sprocket up. We're pretty well all done, mate. Easy peasy. Alright, so we're on to the oil change. She's done about 1,000 Ks, which isn't a lot out here because a lot of it was just transport stuff. So, but I want to change it for going down the Birdsville track. So we're just draining it all out and then go from there. Got a little thing of tools sitting there. I brought enough spare parts to sink a battleship. So yeah, so we're nearly done. And then I'll put the fresh brew in, which is all ready.
Well, it's 6:22, Wednesday the 30th of October. It's going to be a scorcher today. It's going to be close to 40 again out here. So I'm just getting up now and I'll start getting my stuff together and we'll make it up to Big Red. Well, I've made sure I've got my coffee machine happening today. Had my coffee machine gone, my milk warmer, and made sure I got my coffee this morning because I definitely needed it. I've been drinking instant coffee a lot of the time. It's just a lot simpler with all the bullshit we've got taken away with us. But yeah, now yeah, in the mornings I like to have a proper coffee. Well, I've had my coffee and we're going to start cleaning up now. I've got all my gear out ready to put on.
Eric's going to pack up his swag. Sun's just about above the tree line, so it's going to start getting warm soon. So I'm going to start getting all my gear on now. Well, it's Wednesday morning at 8:02, and we're getting ready to leave Ayre Creek. We come up on the top last night because the ants were absolutely nuts down below. So we had a good quiet night last night. It was beautiful up here, a bit of a breeze blowing. Got down reasonably cool. It's going to be like 40 out here today, so we're going to get going to Birdsville. Eric's gone over the vehicle to double check for lost bits and pieces. We only found one bolt that's missing on the front guard, so that's no big deal. So we're just going to replace that and Loctite it in. Obviously I've done a service on the bike last night, changed the chain slider, and everything is going 100%. But we are going to do one very special thing this morning, aren't we, Eric?
What's that?
We're going to drop the wood off on the top of the vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
That we've been carrying the whole Simpson, because guess what? It's been like 27, 28 degrees at night, and it's been too hot to have a was it a fire? But then again, on the other side of the coin is we did travel hours at night with the lights just to keep out of the heat and make our way through the desert. But you know what? Next stop, Big Red. Eric's got the vehicle job this time of tying down swags and all. I just handed them up to him. Also left the firewood down there that we don't need because we never used it. We found it. So yeah, we're nearly ready to go. Right, we're just going into the other divert. This is the one everyone's been using. It's obviously nice and dry. It's amazing how quick it dries out. There comes Eric.
We were down around the corner there yesterday afternoon resting. There was water. So this is about half a k south of there, another crossing. So this here would get, in the floods, it would get filled right up full of water. Never be able to cross it. Anyway.
The Birdsville side, that's what you'll see at Ayre Creek detour, and then it's got wrong way. It's a pretty difficult entry anyway. It's not bad, but it's so much easier. Why wouldn't you just go the other way? It makes life easier. All right, off we go. And Big Red's coming up. As a desert crosser, you don't get much better than a KTM 450, that's for sure. Definitely steg pegs work a dream out here. It's been a great crossing, just way too hot in the middle of the day, so yeah, good stuff. Probably about the only water I've seen across the track yet, the whole Simpson desert. We're only about 14 k's from Big Red now. Well, this is what it's all about, getting to Big Red, and there it is, 10 k's shorter than I thought. So I'm just going to wait for it to come up, and he can go up at first, and he can film me going up, and then we'll go into Birdsville. That was an easier ride than I expected this morning, 20 k's, and we made it to Big Red. So still running about 22.5 psi on my tyres. Never had really a problem with them. I'll just wait for the sweep wagon now, and then we'll continue on.
I don't see him getting up that. No way. Good luck, you'll need it. Jesus. He'll only get halfway. Nah. Not in a million years. You're fucking joking. Eric actually just made that up there, and he told me that he forgot to put the rear locker in. He had the front one in, but not the rear one.
Show pony around here. Yeah. And started in second low. Just kept the revs up around 3,800. And she come up over and did the whole thing. That's a Simpson trip done again. This is the road into Birdsville. So, bloody good trip. Couple of little things happened with the four-wheel drive, but nothing that we couldn't overcome. Anyway, Alan's had a good run. Nothing went wrong with the bike at all. So he's real happy. This is his bucket list thing to do. And now it's done and dusted. That's Alan. Just humming along. There he is again. Just cruising along.
There we go. Made it to the Birdsville pub. Alright, well, we've finally made it. It's only about 9:30 in the morning and we've made it into Birdsville. Finally made it to the Birdsville pub by motorbike, all the way through the Simpson desert up from Ayre. It is roasting at the moment, so should be a really hot day. Anyway, finally did it. Well, the time's 6:40, Thursday the 31st of October 2024. Had a bit of a late start today, so I've just got my coffee machine sitting there ready to go, because everyone needs good coffee. And we actually stayed at Mungarani Homestead last night, had dinner and dessert and everything up there. It's not a bad little place to keep over for the night. So today I've got the last stint back into Ayre, about 230 k's, no big deal, where we got the trailer and all. So we'll grab that and chuff off home. Mission successful. And also in the background I can hear a small chopper obviously doing mustering up this way, so it's pretty good. Very quiet, very hot, so we obviously have to make a move pretty quick. And that's all the old Tom Cruise trucks that used to do the mail run up here to Birdsville. That's just a few of them. There's a few more around the place, I'm sure. Alright, let's get at it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Isn't this early?
You looked pretty fucked last night.
Oh no, I could have rode all the way to Ayre, right? But once I sit down, yeah, you get a bit knackered. I've done a few 24-hour races in my time where we actually raced for 24 hours in Adelaide, around the Kapunda and stuff like that. But once you sit down and you have a feed, it's like, can I be bothered? So
Done for today.
yeah, so it's easier, you know, because we're not in the desert now. It's not hard work on the bike. You just buzz along on, 80 out here, so not very fast. So but anyway, we'll be back up again in the middle of the year anyway.
We'll be here.
Well, you'll remember me, but I won't be bringing a bike this time. We'll just bring the truck, because we're going to do the Madigan line and all, so
Oh, okay.
so we'll come back down through this way.
Lovely.
All right, guys, it was nice to meet you.
Likewise.
And the little one. You look after the little one. She's gorgeous. If I could, I'd take her with me. I'd have to fight you for her, though. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Arrivederci.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah, see ya. called Coolabah Campgrounds. Ugh. Showers, toilets. It's been here a while, that's for sure. $25 per car per night. There you go, eh? So, Jesus. So I put on the hot water, and like I said, there's gas cylinders out the back, and it is hot water. So it all works. And I must say, it's actually not too bad. I've been in a lot worse places than this. I have to remember this. Water looks nice and clean. It's obviously artesian. Not too bad. Well, it looks like I've done it. This is the very start of the Birdsville track, and I've obviously come the other way, and I've just completed the Birdsville track as well. So it's just on 40 degrees up here, so that's way too hot for this shit. So back into my Ayre, and we'll trailer up and go home. So there you go, Birdsville track done. Alright, it's town. Back to our little trailer. Job done, boys. Job done.
So I guess one question would be is how the bike went. Well, absolutely fantastic. This bike, I've had it sitting on the side at home for a while now, so I can just do a trip like this instead of using my rally bike or my other 350. Now this is a 2019 450 EXC. It's running a straight through SX muffler. I changed the ignition from my rally bike into it, which is a Rex from Fuel Talk tune in it. I also ran steg pegs on it, an Enduro Engineering bash plate, and huge lights. So I use those lights for riding at night through the Simpson, and they work fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. So I've had to do nothing to the bike except at about 800 k's I changed the oil. No big deal. And I also changed the chain slider at the same time, just because I didn't realise how worn it was and I had a spare one. So apart from that, the bike has been absolutely bulletproof. I sat on between 80 and 85 on transports. Now, fuel economy, well, I did 1,600 kilometres and I worked out I used 54 litres to do it. And that works out, somewhere around the 28 kilometres a litre. So that's absolutely fantastic. But I've got to remember, this is a light bike. This isn't all loaded up. And if it was loaded up like the guys that tour on them load them up, with all the bells and whistles and crap, it would be a lot heavier and it would use more fuel. But I was only sitting on 80 to 85, and also ran ultra heavy duty tubes in it and a few other things. But USB connection up the top there to do my speedo and all that sort of stuff. So, but like I said, I cannot fault the bike. It was absolutely brilliant throughout the whole trip. And this is the light system I ran. It's what we use when we go night riding anyway, so I just put that on, and it was best fun I've ever had is riding through the Simpson desert at night. And the only other thing I changed on this bike, obviously apart from the tank there, which is an Ayre 12 litre, was the seat concept seat that actually comes straight off my rally bike. It is so comfortable after 1600 kilometers. Loved it. So absolute brilliant bike. And this is all the spares that I took for the whole trip. Only had to service the bike once, and that's it. So it's really good. I'll show you what's in my spares. Alright, so let's quickly just go through what I personally took for spare parts for the bike, not including what the four-wheel drive has on board, which is tons of tools. Obviously 2 tyres, 2 ultra heavy duty tubes, a manual, hand warmers if I rode when it was really cold, but it never was, spare filter, punch repair kit, tons of bolts, spare ECU, spare spark plugs, more bolts, levers, sprockets, chain, zip ties, 2 pumps for the motor, a lithium battery out of my rally bike, chain guides, wheel bearings front and rear, different greases, a pump, a tube, and the appropriate tools to do a complete oil change, which I did as well. So that's all the stuff that I took for a Simpson desert crossing, and I only really had to touch the oil and that was it. So worked out really well.